The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to the air on second down. Hernandez. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Hernandez on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Patriots take over. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Set! Blue 90!
Sony Michel, his first carry. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here we go.
Hernandez now throwing on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Hernandez. Off the play fake. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hernandez on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Looking to throw on second down. Hernandez throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Hernandez, operating from the gun. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut! Hut!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Over!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Hernandez going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary.
Right,
6
now,
defensive backs.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue landing.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Take it at the 37. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Hernandez. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hernandez now on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hernandez. From the gun, he'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hold on. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
But we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hernandez looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Hernandez. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Hernandez. Operating from the gun. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Hernandez throwing again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, Hernandez. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Gone!
Hernandez now. From the gun, he'll throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down to Michel on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back,
On second down, Michel. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Hernandez to throw on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go! Blue, line it!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to go for a big play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Hernandez, off play action, rolling to his right. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Danny Shelton able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Dorsett. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it! Blue, line it!
to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dylan Cole. Look at the dance and the juke. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots get a score closer.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They run with Hines. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, Hernandez. And this completes a Henry over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Patriot! Patriots.
Back to throw. Hernandez. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Hernandez. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperate. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're running it. It's Michel. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4.